what are the ingredients of a good Doctor Who story?
There's an awful lot. That's the trouble, and that's why it's hard to get people to write it. You need an idea so big it could be a movie. Even a bad Doctor Who story's got a big idea in it. Yes. The Doctor himself is such a massive idea, such a massive character.
Yeah, he's an event.
He's got to walk into a situation that's as interesting as he is, or he'll bleach it out. He can't go and solve a whodunit because that's not enough for him.
And even it's hard now to say he enters a factory which has been overtaken by monsters, and that's not enough now.
No.
There's got to be, what else is there? What else is there? What else?
Well, you sort of think he would do that with his left hand, you know what? I mean, he wouldn't bother. But it's exhausting, isn't it, when you've got to write him and you think he's got to walk into a room and do something or think something. You think, what does the cleverest, fastest person in the universe do now?
Yes.
And how does he think about things? It's different, it's disconnected.
And I think you have to shut him up sometimes.
Oh, my God, yeah.
It's like, because he just will stand there and explain everything.
Yeah.
And other people have got him a voice.
Yeah.
And it's like, shut up.
I'm trying to get him on his back foot, which is a great place to put him.
You literally do in
Yes.
your story.
Yeah, he's on one back foot for quite a lot of it.
But that's you have to get inventive around him.
Yeah.
And that's the show at its best.
Yes, no, it really is. It really is. And you start to realise, I mean, the solution in the old show, quite often by episode 3, was to knock him unconscious.
Yes.
Doctor Who spends quite a lot of time in episode 3s of the old show,
And
I understand why.
Yes.
I get it.
And to lock him up in a cell.
Yeah, and just get him out of the way. Doctor Who doesn't do, for the most part, straightforward suspense, straightforward tension. You know, like a big Hitchcock thing. You're standing on a wire or something. So you need a big idea that doesn't get bleached out by the TARDIS and the Doctor.
Yes.
It needs to be an adventure. That's the big word, isn't it? Adventure rather than sci-fi.
Absolutely.
But sci-fi is a freedom it has rather than.
Well, sci-fi. It's interesting. That's the one modulation I think I've kind of brought to it is when I started writing The Toymaker, that the supernatural kind of crept in, and I'm loving that. Suddenly I thought I can write goblins, you can write the god of music. That's been a real. And to an extent, it's like, let's stop pretending there's any hard science fiction in this show. It is, look at this magical box. It's just nonsense. It's like, we will do, I mean, ironically, yours, about standing on a landmine, is very, very hard sci-fi.
Yeah.
So you can do those, but you can also do stories that are just wild and mad. And
yes.
That's nice territory to be in. I've enjoyed that.
Yes.
Because I think, actually, one of my ingredients is death. That there should be absolute danger of death in it. And I think in Doctor Who, which there isn't, it's so lacking something. Yeah. That fear of death doesn't quite stalk Star Trek. It doesn't quite stalk Star Wars in the way that it does Doctor Who.
No, it's absolutely true. The proper visceral jeopardy. But that's partly because, the characters in Star Trek are sensible. They arrive with guns and equipment and a giant spaceship and a team. That's how I'd like to arrive on an alien planet. The Doctor puts his coat on and forgets his screwdriver because he wasn't using it recently. So it's full of that. You're following a genius idiot into an incredibly dangerous landscape that he has tremendous faith isn't going to be that dangerous or bad this time, because presumably he doesn't watch the show.